Okay. So the parametric versus non-parametric test. So for the parametric test, in population distribution or data distribution, the parametric test assumes normality. And then non-parametric is distribution free or it does not assume normality. So, pag-aaralan natin yan later on how do we perform the normality test. And then population variance, homogeneity, and it is not an issue in non-parametric. Outliers also is an assumption for parametric test, and it is not an assumption for non-parametric. And as for the sample size, the sample size should be large in parametric test, and the non-parametric is there should be as an assumption there is a small sample size in non-parametric. Okay, I will send this in your GC so that you will not forget. So if it is, as I've said before, if you're testing about two independent groups, then for parametric, you're going to use the two independent samples independently test. That is for the parametric. However, if it does not assume normality and other assumptions, then we'll go to the non-parametric counterpart, in which the most common is the Mann-Whitney U test. And then if it is testing about more than two independent groups, then you are going to use the one-way ANOVA. And its non-parametric counterpart is the Kruskal-Wallis. For example, in here, if you are going to test for the performance of section A, B, and C, diba? So more than two samples, yan ang ANOVA. And for the testing hypothesis about two related groups, it only has one sample. So the keyword is before and after. So you are going to use the parametric test or parametric t-test. Then you are going to use the Wilcoxon signed rank test. And that is the most common. Then we are going to discuss later about the Pearson R and then Spearman correlation. Okay, let's move on to independent t-test. Independent t-test is a parametric test for testing hypotheses about two independent groups. It needs several assumptions to fulfill prior to using it. It uses means and standard deviation. So for null hypothesis, for example, the two group means are equal. So anong example nito sa null? There is no significant difference in the blah blah blah. Pag alternative naman, the two group means are not equal. So again, I think I already told you what is null and alternative hypothesis. decision rules. So you're going to reject the null if the p-value associated with the computed p-value is less than 0.05. So do not reject or accept the null if the p-value associated with the computed p-value is greater than 0.05. Okay, so this is the sample. This is the formula. But don't worry because we're not going to solve it. It's just to show how to solve the t-test for independent sample. Okay, so later I will let you open the independent t-test. Ano ba to? Independent. Open the diastolic independent t-test. Okay, can you open the diastolic independent t-test? Na-open na ba?
Yes, ma. Yes po, ma'am.
Okay. In here, a study was conducted to test diastolic blood pressure readings between patients with sedentary lifestyle, so group A, and those with increased with exercise 1 hour and at least 2 times per week, so group B. So basically, you're going to differentiate, to compare the diastolic blood pressure of those patients with sedentary lifestyle, or those patients who did not exercise, and those patients who exercise for at least an hour or at least 2 times per week. So, i-compare natin ang diastolic pressure. So, let's compare. Okay, kita nyo to?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So again, ano yung i-check natin? I-check natin ang diastolic pressure. We are going to compare the group 1 from the group 2. Yung sedentary at saka yung may sedentary lifestyle at saka yung mga nag-e-exercise. So kindly take a look at the variable view. The variable view is at the bottom beside data view. Yan. Kita nyo?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes po.
Okay. Etong type, make it sure na naka-numeric. If we are going to edit the name of the variable, you can do it here in the variable view. Dito. Diba, edit natin. Aray po, ang sakit naman yan. If you're going to edit sample, lagyan natin sedentary. Aray, ang sakit. So, yan. Pwede tayong mag-edit dito sa variable view. We cannot edit dito sa data view. Dito lang tayo pwede mag-edit sa variable view. And then, dito sa values, dito yung group 1, sedentary, and then group B, exercise. Group A, sedentary. Picture ko ito bago ko makalimutan. Pakita ko sa inyo paano mag-label. Okay. Halimbawa, ganyan. So, paano tayo mag-label? Dito tayo sa values. So, sa group 1, ganyan. Group A, sedentary. Add. Aray, ano ba? Ano ka rin mo eh? Sakit tayo na. And then label. Group 2. Ang label ng group 2 is group B. Exercise. Okay? Ganito mag-label. And then click OK. Pansinin nyo itong measures. So, dito ko sinasabi sa inyo, dapat hindi kayo magkamali. Dapat alam niyo kung anong data anong nature ng data kasi baka magkamali kayo dito. Pag nagkamali kayo dito, so mali na yung lahat ang interpretation ninyo. So, etong group, actually wala na tong etong res number, this is just the respondents. Pwede na tong wala eh. Pwede na tong i-clear. Kasi respondent number lang naman yan. So, etong group 1 and 2, they are nominal. And then, itong diastolic, itong mga numbers na yan, ito yung mga weight that is scale. Ito, yan. Ito yung nominal. And then, ditong label, pwede tayong maglagay ng label dito. Itong diastolic, pwede tayong maglagay ng groupings. Yan. Tapos, exercise or not. Yan, pwede tayong maglagay ng label. So, ito ang interface ng SPSS. So, do you follow?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes po.
So, now, let's go to the test of normality. So, i-check natin ang test of normality. Click Analyze. Descriptives. Explore. Okay. Yan. Diastolic, we will place the diastolic in the dependent list because diastolic is the dependent variable. Kung ano yung dependent variable, so ilagay natin sa dependent list.
Ma'am Dana,
Yes?
ma'am, walang analyze na icon yung dito sa akin, ma'am.
Ba? Bakit? Ikaw lang ba? Sa inyo, may analyze kayo na button?
Yes,
Ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ano yan
Yes,
sa
ma'am.
iyo? Trial ba yan or galing yan sa akin?
Trial, eto, ma'am.
Hindi ka maka-download ng ano? Yung sa akin galing?
Hindi siya, ma'am.
Bakit?
Parang virus kasi yung kung i-open ko good siya, ma'am. Yung last time. Iba yung nagalabas.
Anong lumalabas?
Mga, ano man yun, ma'am, parang virus, parang bastos.
Eh?
Opo.
Ganyan din yung sa akin nung una.
Anong nangyari? Sa trial wala? Bakit paano? Taga Davao ka lang ba?
Jensen po.
Ang layo mo naman. Kasi sana dito ka lang mag-install sa ano, sa school. Sige.
Ma'am, sige po, may nag-offer naman na classmate namin na mag-help do sa akin. Baka naka-experience na siya ng ganito po. Tapos update lang kita, ma'am.
Sige, sabihan mo ako ha.
Opo, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Pero sige lang, may ano naman, may video naman.
Po, sige po.
Okay. Sige. Just tell me, okay?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you po.
So, etong dependent list, dito tayo sa diastolic. And then group, dito sa, hindi nakasali ang group.
Yung response.
And then, statistics, click outliers. Ito, ma-memorize nyo to. Itong normality, kasi lagi kayo mag-normality test. Unclick, stem, and leaf. Click histogram. Click normality plots with test. Then continue. And then click OK.
Ma'am, sorry po. Pwede po pa balik doon after outliers po.
Sige. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Descriptives. Sure. Descriptives. Explore. Ito tayo sa reset natin. Diastolic. Dependent. Tapos statistics. Outliers. Continue. Then plots. Stem and leaf. Histogram.
Thank you, ma'am.
Then, you're welcome. The normality plots with test. Then continue. Then click OK. Tignan natin. Tignan natin ang test of normality. Si Shapiro-Wilk and Kolmogorov and Smirnov. If the sample size is less than 50, then we will use the Shapiro-Wilk. And if it's more than 50, then we are going to use the Kolmogorov-Smirnov. So, less than 50 tayo. So, dito tayo sa chaperone. So, focus on the sig value. Kabaliktaran to sa level of significance because if the sig value is more than 0.05, then it means to say that the data is normal. So, normal ang data natin. Did you get it? Pag sa level of
Yes, ma'am.
sa level of significance, di ba, in order for it to be significant, it should be less than 0.05. Dito naman, if it is more than 0.05, ibig sabihin normal ang distribution. Tingin tayo sa outliers. Ayan, malinis. Ito. Pag may mga bilog-bilog dyan at asterisk, ibig sabihin may outliers. So, walang outlier. So, very good. So, pwede tayong gumamit ng independent. So, pasado tayo sa assumption ng outlier and normality. So, we can now use the independent t-test. So, ano nga yung independent t-test? Pag independent t-test, ang ang keyword niyan is to compare two independent samples. Like if you're going to compare section A and section B. If you're going to compare the male from female. So ganyan ang independent. Kaya nga independent eh. So dalawang sample. So now, naintindihan ba kung ano ang independent t-test?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Pag paired naman, isa lang ang sample. Ang keyword ng paired is comparing before and after. Isa lang ang sample ng paired. And pag one-way ANOVA naman, if you're going to compare 3 samples, if you're going to compare sections A, B, and C. Okay? Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, click tayo, analyze. So, pwede tayong mag independent t-test. So, click compare means, independent samples t-test. Yan, click natin. Then diastolic sa test variables. And then itong group sa grouping variables. Pansinin nyo, hindi nyo ma-okay. Kasi kulang. Define groups. 1, 2. Then continue. Click OK. O, nakuha ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, dito tayo. Ayan. Okay, dito tayo sa F. This is the F test. This is the test of for homogeneity. So the sig is 0.184. If the sig value is more than 0.05, it means to say that the value or the data is homogeneous or hindi kalat ang distribution. The variances are homogeneous or hindi kalat ang distribution. So pasado tayo sa homogeneity. And then we are going to use the equal variances assume. Etong sa taas, dito tayo sa taas. Upper, lower lang. So, anong titingnan? Anong titingnan natin? Dito tayo sa etong DF, ito t-test 2.433, t-test ito. Etong DF, degree of freedom. And dito tayo titingin sa sig two-tailed. Ano ba yung sig two-tailed natin? Is it more than or less than 0.05?
Less than 0.05.
Okay. So, based on the probability value, so ang ano yan, interpretation yan, based on the probability value of 0.026, there is a significant difference in the diastolic blood pressure of those who exercise and those who did not exercise. So with those who exercise with mean value of 78.80 as compared to those who do not exercise with a mean value of 88.10. So exercise is recommended in decreasing blood pressure. Ito yung mean, mean ng group A. Ito ang mean ng group B. So mapapansin natin, mas mataas ang diastolic blood pressure ng mga hindi nag-exercise kaysa mga nag-exercise. 'Di ba? Kita ninyo? Ito yung mean. So itong sedentary, ito yung mga hindi nag-exercise. So mas mataas ang diastolic blood pressure nila kumpara sa mga nag-exercise. And may significant difference when we compare it. So it means to say that exercise, so anong recommendation natin dyan? Exercise is recommended in decreasing blood pressure. O ano?
Ma'am,
Okay lang kayo?
Ma'am Dana.
Yes.
Ma'am, same lang po ba? Yung akin kasi ma'am, yung significance is parang dalawa siya, one-sided P at saka two-sided P. Hindi siya two-tailed.
Ayun, two-sided.
Two-sided lang ma'am.
Opo.
Thank you ma'am.
So, naintindihan ninyo kung paano i-interpret? Ulitin ko ha. So, nakita ninyo yung mean score. Ito yung sa group statistics. Wait lang. Ito yung mean statistics. Ano mean statistics? Ito yung mean ng group A, sedentary. So, saan ang mas mataas? Ang group A or ang group B?
A po.
A ma'am.
A. So, mas mataas ang blood pressure ng mga hindi nag-exercise kumpara sa mga nag-exercise. At because of matagal pa, baby. Love you. Okay. At yung comparison na yan, may significant difference. So, kita nyo naman dito sa sig two-tailed niya na 0.026 na there is a significant difference with those who exercise with a mean value of 7880 as compared to those who do not exercise with a mean value of 88.10. So, ano ang intervention natin dyan or ano ang magiging interpretation niyan? So, ibig sabihin, exercise is recommended to decrease the blood pressure. O parang wala yatang comment. Ano? Okay lang kayo dyan?
Okay lang.
Okay lang?
Ma'am,
Okay lang, ma'am.
Pasok po.
Okay lang, ma'am.
Okay na lang.
Abang.
Tabang. Saan kayo na-confused? Dito sa mean or sa ano? Ang ano kasi neto, 'di ba? Ang main problem, gusto i-check kung sino ang kung mas importante ba ang exercise. Kaya gumawa sila ng study between those who exercise and who did not exercise. Kaya they found out na yung mga nag-e-exercise ay may mas mababa ang diastolic blood pressure kaysa mga nag-exercise. Kaya dito, makikita natin sa mean. Etong mean, mababa ang mean score ng blood pressure nila kumpara sa mga hindi nag-exercise. And napatunayan natin na may significant difference. Kaya ano siya? Less than 0.05. Kaya dahil dito, napatunayan natin na kailangan ang exercise to reduce the blood pressure. So, yun ang independent t-test. So, gina-compare kung sino ang sino ang mas mataas na blood pressure, ang nag-e-exercise ba o ang hindi ba nag-e-exercise. So, it was found out na talagang mababa ang blood pressure sa mga nag-e-exercise. Ganon. So, meron pa tayong isa pang example. Ano pa din, dalawang sample pa rin, kaya lang, ano na siya, hindi normal kaya lang bagsak siya sa normality. It's the non-parametric counterpart. So, kailangan talaga mag-aral kayo dito ha, para ma-appreciate niyo to ha.
Ma'am Dana.
Yes?
So in that case po sa sa diastolic, ang mangyari po, reject natin yung null hypothesis dito.
Opo.
Sige.
Kaya, tama. That is why, since there is a significant difference, i-reject ang null hypothesis. Okay? Ayan. So, nakuha na ni Sir Jeffrey. Sige, may video naman. So, balikan nyo lang to ha. Okay. So, dito tayo sa Open the, nasan ba yung Wilcoxon? Man Whitney, Waste Management, Man Whitney U. Let's conduct the normality. Paano ba i-conduct ang normality? Who will volunteer? Descriptive, explore, then dependent list, kung ano yung dependent variable. Bale, ito, pareho lang din ang ano ha, ang problem nito is to identify kung sino ang may mas knowledge sa waste management. Is it the male or female?
Ma'am Dana,
Yes?
pwede pa ulit ma'am kasi nakita ko na yung makita ko na sa screen ko yung data transform and analyze po.
Sige, ulitin ko na lang. Bale, ang ano nito, ang problem nito sa waste management, kung sino ang may mas knowledge, ang male ba or female. So, analyze, descriptive, bago tayo gumamit ng kung anong statistical tool, let's check first the normality and then explore. And then, ang dependent variable natin is knowledge. And then, statistics. Click outliers. Continue. Plots. And click stem and leaf. Click histogram. Then, normality plots with test. Continue. Okay. Sige, tingnan natin ang test of normality. So, anong nangyari? It's less than 0.05. So, bagsak tayo, bagsakin. Bagsak tayo sa normality. Ang tingnan natin kung may outlier ito. Meron. Ito, pag may mga bilog, pag ibig sabihin ng asterisk, napakalayo na. Ito, mga bilog-bilog. May outlier din. That is why we cannot use the independent t-test. So, since we cannot use the independent t-test because bumagsak siya sa normality and there are outliers, then we are going to use the non-parametric counterpart. Ano nga ang non-parametric counterpart?
Man Whitney U.
Man with you. Lagay ko sa GC. O, hindi naman nagpa-participate ito. Cursor. Okay. So, gagamit tayo ng Mann-Whitney. So, analyze non-parametric legacy dialogues kunin ko lang yung aking magnifying glass. Independent samples. Yan. Ayan, di ba nakita nyo na? Mann-Whitney U. Then knowledge. Tingnan natin yung exact. Wala. Lagyan natin ng descriptive para malaman natin ang mean. And then grouping variable. Ito sex. Ito yung mean rank. Ang mean ng mga male is 942. Ang mean ng knowledge ng female is 1558. So, ibig sabihin, mas mataas ang knowledge ng female about waste management compared sa male. So, let's look at the asymptotic significance two-tailed. Ayan, it's less than 0.05. So, what do we mean? So, what do we imply here? There is a significant difference on the knowledge of solid waste management between male and female. Mataas nga lang ang female, which has the mean score of 15.58. So what do we recommend? Recommendation is intervention on the part of the male participant. Kasi ang ginagawa natin, nire-research natin kung sino ang may mataas na knowledge. Ang babae ba o ang lalaki ba? So nalaman natin na mas mataas ang mean scores ng female. So mas mataas ang female. And there is a significant difference. So ang intervention nito is on the part of the male participants. So yun ang intervention. So ganito kayo sa ano ha, sa exercise natin next week. I will give you a question and then you will create a statement of the problem. And then, ano bang sample statement of the problem nito? What is the demographic profile of the respondents in terms of sex? Maglalagay ako ng sex, age, educational attainment ba yun? And then, tapos naka-Excel lang siya. Kayo na ang mag-transfer sa SPSS. Don't worry, it is just an exercise. So, wag kayong kabahan. At hindi naman siya recorded. Gusto ko lang malaman how far do you understand, and gusto ko rin ma-practice kayo kung paano gawain dahil ganito din ang inyong exam. sige lang, kung hindi nyo pa masyadong na-internalize, pag binigyan nyo to ng panahon, kasi yun ang napansin ko sa sa section A, at first, hindi naman lahat ng section A, may mga grupo ng mga students kasi sabi daw nila mahirap. Kaya ang ginawa nila, naggrupo-grupo sila, tapos nag-brainstorm. Alam mo ba, ang grupo na yon na nag-brainstorm, sila ang may pinakamataas na na grade. At pwede naman kayo hindi mag-brainstorm if gusto nyo mapag-isa. Basta, you will give time to learn about this. I don't expect you to learn right away. Just give time to learn. Okay, so we are done with the independent test and the man with me you. So, by the way, I will teach you on how to normalize an abnormal distribution. Pero, hindi ito masyadong ginagawa. Dahil ang disadvantage, ang iba natatanggal, nawawala ang data. But I will just teach you how so that you will know. Okay? Kasali din to sa sa exercise ninyo. So dapat malaman nyo. At maraming pipindutin.
Ma'am Dana,
Yes po.
pwede magtanong ma'am na
Opo.
na-curious lang ako ma'am kasi you made mention po na very important yung sa measure good na ma'am na column na dapat tama siya yung nominal, ordinal or scale. Yung dito naman sa ma'am yung sa man with you natin ma'am na nominal at saka scale yung naging measure. Ano po ang kalabasan ma'am if ever ang nailagay namin instead of nominal is ordinal ma'am? Maka-affect siya ma'am or
Halimbawa, inilagay mo sa, especially, naka-scale pala siya, tapos naka-nominal. Ang mangyayari niyan ay hindi niya, hindi niya mariread. May magkakaroon ng problema sa interpretation. Nakatry na ako niyan eh. Kasi nagkamali ako ng lagay. Instead of nominal, instead of scale, ang nilagay ko ay nominal. So, mali ang interpretation niya. Yun.
thank you ma'am.
Okay. O sige, let's go to the, at ang tawag niyan is normalizing the ranks. Ilalagay ko sa GC ninyo kung paano mag-normalizing ranks. Ilagay ko muna bago ko makalimutan. Kasi may ginawa ako dito na wait lang, solely for normalizing the ranks only. Para wala nang link-link. Ay, mali. Yan. Ito yung mga pipindutin pag mag-normalizing the ranks. Pero hindi ito masyadong ginagawa. Actually, hindi nga ito tinuturo sa masters eh. Tinuturo lang to sa doctorate. At ang disadvantage nito ay matatanggal ang ibang data. So, hindi siya masyadong ginagawa. Pero para malaman nyo lang paano mag-normalize ng data. So, click transform. Wait lang. Kasi maraming pipindutin eh. At hindi ko masyadong kabisado. Titingnan ko ang aking kopya. Yan. Normalizing. Inverse distribution. Ito pala ang inverse distribution. So, click transform and then compute variable. Yan, compute variable. And then, gawa tayo ng, new name per normal. And then, yes. Ah? Tapos, yan. Ay, nako. Hindi ko pala kinuha ang descriptive. Ayan. Wait lang, balik. Kukunin ko muna yung niya. Yung descriptives. Kukunin ko yung mean at standard deviation. So, kunin muna natin ang mean and standard deviation. Ito ang mean, 26.29. And then, standard deviation is 8.32. 26. Okay. So, ano nga ba yung... Are you also doing it right now?
Yes, ma'am.
May nakalimutan ako. Ay. Transforming ranks pa. Sorry. So, nakuha na natin ang mean and standard deviation. Now, transforming ranks pa pala. Sorry, kasi ang dami talagang pipindutin eh. Ito, rank. Transform rank cases. Select variable. Yan, knowledge. Fractional rank. Yan, ito. Click ninyo ang, sige ulitin ko ha. Transform, rank cases, knowledge. And then click fractional rank. And then click continue. And then okay. Tapos balik tayo dito. Yan, ganyan dapat ang itsura niya. Tapos, balik tayo dito. Transform, compute variable per normal. Ito yung bago niyang name. And then inverse DF. Normal. Ayan. Itong gagamitin mo, itong fractional rank knowledge. Yan. Tapos, kukunin mo ang kanyang mean. Asa na bang mean nito? 26.29. And then, lastly, kukunin ang standard deviation 8.32. Then click OK. Ayan. O di ba sabi ko, nawawala ng natatanggalan siya ng isang data. Isa lang ba o marami? Minsan nga maraming data eh. Ito isa lang. O sige, ito na yung normalize natin na data. So let's try to check if it is normal. So let's do it. Analyze, descriptive statistics, explore, reset. So ilagay natin tong bago nating ano ba to? Values. Then outliers, plots, unclick, stem and leaf, histogram, normality plots with test. Click continue. Okay. Let's check if ma-normalize niya. Wait lang. Ayan, na-normalize niya. So since na-normalize na siya, pwede na tayong gumamit ng independent t-test. So pwede tayong hindi gumamit ng man-Whitney U. Kasi na-normalize na siya eh. Pero bibihira ang gumagamit nito. Kasi, ewan ko, bibihira lang din ang may alam nito eh. Kasi hindi ito masyadong tinuturo sa masters at ibang doctoral na subjects. So, na-normalize na siya. So, take note of this kasi kasali ito sa inyong exercise. Okay na? Okay na, tapos na tayo sa independent t-test and paired t-test. So, let's move on. So, hindi ko siya isa-set. Wait lang ha, give me 5 minutes.
Heat.
Okay, so let's move on to paired t-test. So kindly download yung nasa GC ninyo. Or kindly try kung ma-open ninyo yung sa data sets na triglycerides. Ma-open nyo ba?
Yes.
Pa kayo, nabubuksan nyo, ako hindi. Okay. So, balik tayo dito sa ano ko. Saan ba yun? Ba't nawala? Okay, so dito na tayo sa dependent samples. T-test. Dependent sample t-test. So the parametric test is the paired t-test. Paired t-test is a parametric test that can be used to analyze data involving two groups. It compares the mean scores of one group in different measurements. It is called paired t-test because measurements from one group is paired with the measurements. So, alam nyo na, again, pag null, there is no significant difference in the ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. In DDC format, we do not use alternative hypothesis. So, ano lang tayo, sa null hypothesis lang tayo. 5 points din yung mga hypothesis ha. So, dapat alam nyo kung paano gumawa ng null hypothesis. Kung hindi kayo marunong, magsabi na kayo ngayon din, huwag kayong mahiya. Kasi, dati akala ko marunong silang gumawa ng null hypothesis, hindi naman pala. At saka 5 points ito. 5 points for statement of the problem. I think alam niyo na kung paano gumawa ng statement of the problem kasi nga magpo-proposal na nga kayo. So ito yung formula na hindi natin gagamitin. Pinapakita ko lang. So reject the null if the p-value associated with the computed p-value is less than 0.05. So do not reject or accept the null if the p-value associated with the computed p-value is greater than 0.05. So, research problem natin. A physician is evaluating a new diet pill for her patients with a family history of this heart disease. To test the effectiveness of this diet, 16 patients are placed on diet for 6 months. Their triglyceride levels are measured before and after the study. And the physician wants to know if either set of the measurement has changed. So, i-check ang diet pill. So, the physician is evaluating a new diet pill for the patients with the history of heart disease. So, again, to check for effectiveness in this diet, 16 patients are placed in the diet for 6 months. So, the triglyceride level were measured before and after the study. So, the physician wants to know if the either set of the measurements has changed. Kung nagbago ba ang triglyceride level. So, open the triglyceride. Okay. So, let's check first the normality. Na-memorize nyo na ba ang normality? Usually, ma-memorize nyo na ito kasi ito pinakauna nyo yung ginagawa. Analyze, descriptive, explore. So, before and after, itong dalawa ang gagamitin natin kasi naka-scale sila. Then outliers. Aray. Unclick, stem, and leaf. And then histogram. Check, normal or click, normality plots with test. Continue. Yan. Ayan. So, more than point. So, more than 0.05. So, ibig sabihin, normal ang distribution natin. So, we can now proceed with the paired t-test. So, analyze, compare means, paired sample t-test, ito before, then after. And then click OK. Yan. So, anong interpretation yan? Tingnan natin ang mean. So, before taking the diet pill, the triglyceride level is 143.81. And after taking the diet pill, bumaba ang triglyceride. Naging 134.06. Ang tanong, may significant difference ba? Tingnan natin ang sig value. So, meron. So, there is a significant difference. Kasi, so there is a significant difference between using the diet pill before and after. So it means that the diet pill significantly decreases the triglyceride level. Ganyan yan pag-interpret. So, tingnan muna natin ang mean, kung bumaba ba or tumaas. And then, pagkatapos, tingnan natin kung yung interpretation ng mean ay may significant difference and meron ngang significant difference. So, yan ang sa paired t-test. Naintindihan?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So, dito tayo sa, huwag ko muna iyon. So, ano nga ang counterpart ng paired t-test?
Before and after.
Wilcoxon.
Wilcoxon signed rank test.
Okay. Open social competence. O, di ba? O, nahirapan ba kayo? Di ba parang ano lang, hindi naman mahirap? Nahirapan kayo? O ano lang siya, marami lang? Ba't walang sumasagot?
lang, ma'am.
Medyo confusing lang,
Medyo
ma'am.
paspas lang, ma'am.
Ay, paspas.
Nakasabay, ma'am.
Ay, paspas kaayo. Wow, imong ganiha. Unsa man mo, uy. O, sige. Hinayon na to, ha? Ah, sige lang, uy na, may video ka ganiha. Iyan mo lang. O,
Ato
karon
itingog,
hinayon na
ma'am.
nato. Karon hinayon na nato, ha? Ang feeling na ko, hinay lang ko. Wait lang, tanggalin ko to. Yan. Okay. This is the Wilcoxon sign rank test. So, let's check. The B, memorize nyo na ba ang ano? Normality? Anong
Yes,
sunod
ma'am.
ng analyze?
Analyze, descriptive, statistics, explore.
And then, ipasok si SOC before and after.
Tapos,
Statistics.
outliers.
Outliers,
Anong gagawin?
plots, uncheck stem and leaf, histogram, normality plots, continue. Okay.
Do. Memorize. Memorize na talaga yan kasi yun ang pinaka-unyang gagawin. Tingnan natin. Ay, kahinay ba niya ang computer? Ayan. So, bagsak. Ano siya? It's less than 0.05. So, the values or the data is not normal. So, we are now going to use the non-parametric counterpart. But you can actually use the inverse distribution kanina, yung normalizing the rank. O, try ninyo mamaya pagkatapos kung ma-normalize ninyo gamit ang inverse distribution. Yung kanina yung tinuruan ko kayo kung paano mag-normalize ng ranks. Kaya nga ako gumawa ng dedicated video for that kasi alam ko maraming pipindutin. Ako nga na ano pa ako na-confuse kasi nga maraming pipindutin. So, ito, hindi siya normal. So, gagamit tayo ng Wilcoxon sign rank test. So, dito tayo sa non-parametric. Okay, and then legacy dialogues. And then related samples. Ayan. So before, ayan o, kita ninyo Wilcoxon siya na nag-check para sa inyo. And then, SOC after. Then click OK. Ayan, ang dami niyang outliers. Pag may asterisk na, ibig sabihin, napaka-extreme na yan. So, tingnan natin kung may significant difference. Ayan. So, ano ibig sabihin? there is a significant difference in social competence before and after training. Kasi ano to training, ano ba tong ano na to? Hindi ko sinabi pala kung ano tong problem na to. Ang problem nito pala is a training was conducted to increase social competence. To test its effectiveness, respondents' social competence was measured before and after the training was conducted. Don't worry, I will give you a copy of this PowerPoint. Okay? I-upload ko sa GC. So, ibig sabihin, there is a significant difference in social competence between before and after training. So, may significant difference siya. Okay. So, tapos na tayo sa Kruskal-Wallis. So, tapos na tayo sa independent t-test and then the non-parametric counterpart na Mann-Whitney-U, and then sa paired t-test and the non-parametric counterpart na Wilcoxon sign rank test. And now, we move on to the ANOVA. Pagkatapos natin sa Kruskal-Wallis, we will have a dinner. Hanggang 9 kaya yung klase natin. Anong gusto? Di ba hanggang 9 tayo?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Wala reklamo? Ay, kabala ka. I will dismiss you mga 8:59. Charot.
Agray.
Sige lang. After tanawon na to, we will check if matapos natin until MRA. Kung hindi talaga kaya ang MRA, kasi baka nag-information overload na kayo, na lang, until Pearson R lang tayo. Okay? Information overload na ba?
Slight na.
Slight na.
Medyo ma'am.
Ay, pamanday. Kira day. Sige, dinner muna kay makabuang biyan na di mo kaon. Sige, after na lang sa Kruskal-Wallis. And then mag-Pearson R. Anong gusto nyo na break? 30 minutes or 1 hour?
30, ma'am.
Ha?
30 minutes.
30 minutes,
30
Rama.
minutes.
30 minutes? Kabulo na ko. Para dali na kay mahuman.
Yes po.
Sige, 30 minutes. Okay. Basig magreklamo ba kay Doc Tisay na lagyan mo ginapakao ni Doc Dana. Wala, mareklamuhan tang dito mo pakanon. So, pakanon tamo kay makabuang biya na. Okay, sige. Magkuan sa one way ba? So, open. Ay, basig na de ko i-check kaning one way ba? ANOVA or the analysis of variance. I will give you these slides, okay? Don't worry. One-way ANOVA is the parametric test that can be used to test if the means of independent groups are equal or identical. It uses both means and standard deviations. So null, again, there is no significant difference in the blah, blah, blah. Hindi na tayo mag-alternative. Null lang tayo. So again, pag descriptive statistics na example, what is the demographic profile, what is the level, hindi na yan kailangan ng hypothesis. Okay? Ang inferential lang. Example, is there a significant difference Is there a significant association? Is there a significant relationship? Yan lang ang kailangan ng hypothesis. Okay. So, ano ba? O, dito tayo. Open the environmental awareness. So, anong research question? Is there a significant difference in the level of environmental awareness of the students when analyzed according to the educational attainment? So, ano daw klaseng educational attainment? Elementary, secondary, tertiary, and then environmental awareness. This is not a table, okay? This is a example of a conceptual framework. Ingnan ta mo daan, basig pahimuon ta mog table, kani inyong isubmit sa ako ah. This is not a table. This is a conceptual framework. So, based daw dito, sino daw ang mas pinaka mataas na environmental awareness? Elementary ba, secondary, or tertiary? So, move on tayo sa ano ba? Diba sabi ko kanina, ang ano ba, ano yan, more than 2
More.
ang groups. So, let's check if it will pass normality. Sige, kayo na. Descriptive. Susunod.
Lower
Awareness.
confidence gain.
Statistics. Outliers. Continue. Plots. Uncheck stem. Check histogram. Check normality.
Wow,
Continue.
memorize.
Okay.
Okay. Let's check. Ayan.
Quite
Kasama si
5.
Auntie. Okay.
Sa
So, pasado tayo. So, proceed tayo sa ANOVA. So, let's check if there is a significant difference. So, analyze, compare means, one-way ANOVA. Then, awareness, independent, and then educational attainment, factor. So, click OK. Uy, nai, significant. There is a significant difference. So, hindi pa tayo tapos. Kasi ang tanong natin, kasi nga, there is a significant difference. Ang tanong, saan doon? Saan ba sa ang elementary ba? Ang ano ba? Ang tertiary ba or secondary ba nagkaroon ng significant difference? Kaya tayo magpo-post hoc. Post, P-O-S-T, then hoc, H-O-C. Meron din akong dedicated video for that. Post. Ito. Post hoc analysis. Yan. Saro, di mo kasabot na anak ko na may kanya-kanyang video. Okay. So, balik tayo. Compare means ANOVA, reset. Ba't reset? Awareness dito sa dependent, educational attainment, and then post hoc. And then click Danet T3. Ito ha, si Danet ha. Continue, options, descriptive, so that we will know the mean scores. And then continue.
Ma'am, pwede
Yes.
ulit po.
Sure.
Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you,
Okay,
ma'am.
ulit. Compare means one way, reset pa. Awareness, then educational attainment, and then we click on post hoc. Yan. Kita ninyo si Danets T3? Yan, click mo yan si Danets. Huwag mo nang pakialaman yung iba. Click continue. Then options. Okay, click descriptive. Kaya i-click natin descriptive so that we will know the mean. Kung sino ang mas mataas na environmental awareness. Continue. And then click OK. Ayan. So, tingnan natin sa mean. Sino ang mas pinakamataas na environmental awareness?
Tertiary.
Tertiary po.
Then followed by secondary and elementary. So, tingnan natin ang post hoc. So, significant sila lahat. Nag-significant pala sila lahat. So, ano to? Ibig sabihin, wait lang. Itong secondary has a mean of 3.7 and elementary has a mean of 3.02. Ibig sabihin, si secondary may mas mataas siya ng negative 0.68667 na mean difference kumpara kay elementary. Etong si tertiary naman, mas mataas siya, mataas man si tertiary, tingnan nyo, mas mataas si tertiary ng negative 1.233 kumpara kay elementary. Ganyan pag-interpret. Don't worry kasi sa ano ninyo, sa exam or sa exercise, ipakita nyo lang itong post hoc test. Huwag nyo lang okay na hindi ninyo i-discuss. Basta makita ko lang ang post hoc. 'Di ba? By the way, nakalimutan ko. Magpo-post hoc lang tayo pag when you find out if there is a significant difference doon sa ANOVA. Pag walang significant difference, hindi na magpo-post hoc. Kaya tayo nag-post hoc, 'di ba? Kanina sa ano natin, pag-check natin, 'di ba may significant difference? Naalala ninyo? Prok. Naalala nyo kanina? Nung nag-check tayo, may significant difference? Hindi niyo maalala yon. Uy,